Hi guys, it's James from Fix It Physio and Injury Clinic. Some of you guys might have seen some of the running exercises that we did a while back. So these are just some more exercises just for your more advanced runners, okay? So the first one we're going to go through, and this is probably something more of an end goal you want to be looking at, is just control with the single leg squat. So what you're going to do, you're going to be standing on one leg, okay? You really want to try and get the hips going backwards as opposed to just letting the knees come forward, okay? So in this position, you can have your hands out in front to help counterbalance, and then you're going to be dropping down and then coming straight up. Really controlling that knee. We don't want to see that knee rolling in or vice versa. We don't want to see that knee rolling out, okay? And probably a good thing to start with is maybe sort of three lots of 10. And I'll just show you that from the side. So when I say hip involvement, I don't want to see the knee going forward like this. You want to see the bottom more coming back like in that position. And that's probably more of a quarter squat, okay? So starting with about 6 is probably a good goal, and then build it up to sort of about that 12. Not obviously in one go, but nice and slow, okay? Next one that we want to go through, so in our first video we did a heel raise. This time we're going to do some heel raises over a step, okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to come up in this position, okay? So the toes near the edge of the step, you're going to drop down so your heel comes down lower, and then you're going to keep that knee straight and you're going to push back up, okay? Nice and slow, keep it controlled. Make sure you keep that knee bent, make sure you keep that knee straight. You don't want to see that knee bend and then coming up like this, okay? So keep that knee straight, coming up and down nice and slow, okay? Same thing, you might want to start with maybe around 3 lots of 10, if you can build it up to even sort of 3 lots of 20 for more your advanced runners, okay? Next one, we're going to do a couple of exercises on the ground, okay? So we're going to go through a side plank. It's a little bit of a different one. We're going to work probably a few areas with this one. What you're going to do, you're going to come down onto your side, onto your elbow. You're going to have the bottom knee bent in that 90 degrees. The top leg comes up, and what you're going to do, you're going to come up and hold in this position. And you want to try and keep this leg basically in line with this hip. You don't want to see the leg or the foot drop lower than the hip, okay? So this is going to work overall core as well as this pelvis, and it's going to really get some of these muscles going around your glutes. So even just with a 15-20 second hold, I can really feel those muscles start to work. And you probably want to try and build it up to something like 30 seconds and do that sort of 3 to 4 times on each side, okay? Now, last exercise we're going to go through is a bridge, but it's going to be a single leg bridge, okay? So, in this position, okay, straighten one leg out like so. You want to keep the hips level as they come up, okay? And you're going to be pushing down, trying to get these glutes firing, and we're going to be lifting up like so. Coming down, and then pushing up. We don't want to see any of this rotation when we're coming up, okay? Keep it nice and smooth. I think for that one you probably want to start with about maybe 3 lots of 10, and you can build that up to sort of 3 lots of 20. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, bye.